Hi, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now, today's reading is for the month of May 2025 for the fire sign Aries. Aries, for the reading today, I'll be using the Pride Tarot deck. I need to clarify, I'll be using the Zillich Tarot. And then at the end, I'll pull one additional oracle card for an additional message from the Sacred Traveler deck. Just a reminder, these readings are general in nature, so the messages may or may not resonate. Right, I do encourage you to watch not just your sun sign video, but also your moon and rising. That way you will have a more complete overview of the energies surrounding you during the month. And also, if you do enjoy the reading, please consider giving the video a thumbs up, right? Give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. Okay, let's get going. Center of the spread, we have changes coming in. Major Arcana number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is, if you have been on the downturn of the Wheel of Fortune is now on its way back up. So good things are starting to come in for you. This is very karmic energy as well, the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. And some new cycles, changes, right? New beginnings, but positive. What could help or hinder that? We have the Ten of Swords. This is endings. This card has been coming out in a lot of the readings this month. And it does, it doesn't look the greatest, right? But the Ten of Swords, I do like it more than the Nine of Swords because it does represent an ending. So it's the worst of the situation, a very difficult situation or cycle coming to an end. And what comes in after this Ten of Swords would be the Ace of Swords. So it's like things can only go up. And the Ace of Swords is new beginnings. It's very positive. So, what could help or hinder this change or ending is a change or ending. So we have, that's definitely, key to the month. In the deep past, you have the Four of Cups, which is, it's a card that represents boredom, apathy. You can see that they're just sort of sitting there looking very bored, not even noticing, like there's one cup that is spilled out. They're not even paying attention to the Three Cups, which is like a card of celebration. So it's, it's a need to, it can be like sort of, it's boredom. It's a need to pay attention to the opportunities that you do have around you. Cups is water energy. It has to do with our feelings, emotions, relationships. So it's, not, or it's not missing out on an opportunity, like paying attention, because that one cup would be sort of the Holy Grail. It's the Ace of Cups. So, but it is a card of boredom. So if maybe feeling bored in a situation, whether this is to do with a relationship or a work environment situation. We have in the recent past, the Queen of Cups. You might be dealing with an older, more mature water sign individual, male or female, even though the card is the Queen of Cups, and obviously general readings, the court cards are not gender specific, but cups, it's water, so it has to do with feelings, emotions, relationships, right? This could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer individual if this is a person. But this Queen of Cups is very loving, is very emotionally open, available. So this could be, restoring balance or a need for balance or a need to be more emotionally open, available. It can have to do with intuition as well. The Queen of Cups is a quite intuitive energy. So whether this is somebody that you have been dealing with in the recent past or the energy that you have been taking on. And then you have crowning your reading, a message from your higher self. Number 12 of the Major Arcana. So this is the Hanged Man, right? The Hanged Man is associated with the water sign of Pisces, so more water energy there. And it can represent a delay in something happening. It can be a need to, you can see this person is in this very uncomfortable position, sort of tied up in the tree, although they could quite easily get out of it because it's not even tied around their ankle, right? This sheet is not even tying them up. They're very strongly. So, they could just get out of it, but they don't get out of that position, the uncomfortable position of being upside down, because they understand that it's a necessary situation for them to be in, right? They are able to gain new perspective on a situation. If they were flipped the right way up, they would not obviously be able to see things the same way they are able to do by being upside down. So it's, it can represent delays, but it's a necessary, right? Or a necessary delay or a need to view a situation from a different vantage point in order to gain this, clarity of mind, new perspective. You have more water energy coming in the near future with the Knight of Cups. So again, could be a person you're dealing with, more water energy. Could be an offer coming in. Knights, typically they go off on quests in the tarot and then they come back, they bring back an offer. This could be an offer of love, which an offer of love would be like the ace, right? The chalice, the Ace of Cups, which is what I was saying down here with this Four of Cups. I need to, not miss out on an Ace of Cups. This could be an offer of love coming in. If it's not a new relationship or an offer of love, it could be a new job offer, or something that brings you joy, brings you great emotional fulfillment or happiness. Wow, we have you showing up as the Ten of Pentacles. This is very strong earth energy, right? So Pentacles, it's the suit of earth, so it has to do with the material world, the material realm, our material possessions. So the work we do, money that we earn, our home, our family. And this is like the happy home and family, the happily ever after type of energy, because it's the ultimate in Pentacles, right? Tens are endings, but they're also culminations. So it's like the ultimate in earth energy. So the great financial stability and abundance here is how you are showing up. Around you in your environment, you have the Seven of Swords, which you can see this person, he's stealing away with 5 swords. But, sometimes it can represent like not planning well for a situation, because if he'd planned well enough, he would be able to carry away all 7 swords, right? He's sort of sneaking away. So it can be, it can have to do, like, sometimes the Seven of Swords shows up when somebody is trying to, get one over on you. It's that type of energy, right? But it's in your environment. So I would say be mindful of, and we'll clarify this, but be mindful of somebody in your environment who might be trying to trick you or get away with doing something. We have the Knight of Wands as your hopes and fears. So you're hoping for either this new offer, it could be a new relationship, a new job offer, but you're hoping for this new offer that could bring you great happiness. So this is, we have the Knight of Cups. Now here's the Knight of Wands, fire energy, but this is the job offer coming in. This is, the new business venture starting up. It's the new creative endeavor starting up. It's new, it's this offer that it's obviously what you are hoping for coming up in the hopes and fears. Your outbound energy, again, we'll clarify. We have a progression here, 7 to 8. We had the 10 at the center of the spread. But the 8 of Swords, it's thinking that for whatever reason, you're stuck in a situation, you're incapable of getting out of it. But you can see here that the swords are not actually in the ground surrounding her. They're just kind of, the wrong way up there. She could easily move out, right? Walk around them and get out of that situation and remove the binding here, remove the blindfold. But it's thinking that for whatever reason, you're stuck in a situation, not being able to see your way out of it. And then you have, as the overall energy for the month, the King of Wands. Could be you, Aries. You're a fire sign. This King of Wands could be you just showing up very much in your own energy, right? It's usually associated with the fire signs, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Again, could be an older, more mature male, could be a father figure, your own father of your children, but doesn't necessarily have to be a man. But, this King of Wands, if there is a new business venture to start up or a new creative project to start up, this is somebody that you would want to have kind of doing that, right? So if you're taking on this energy, he's very good at starting up new business ventures. He has great clarity of mind. He has great vision. He's not afraid to he's a real go-getter. So this is a great energy to have, right? To deal with these new offers coming in for you. I do want to clarify some things though. So let's just go through. We'll clarify a few of the cards in your reading, actually. It's interesting because some of the signs I haven't needed to clarify any of the cards, but I think in yours we do need to clarify. The Spirit, please clarify the reading for Aries. Give some additional messages for Aries for the month of May. Oops, that didn't shuffle very well. Let's try that one again. There we go. Okay, we've had some cards flip over there. And some more fall out down the bottom. So we'll see let's see what's fallen out here, because I think we have, so we have the, so what, the two that came out first, the Prince of this would be the, like the Knight of Pentacles. So we had other knights here, but this would be the Knight of Pentacles and the Tower. So if we was looking at the Ten of Swords, so clarifying the Ten of Swords, yeah, we have a very unexpected event. We did have the Wheel of Fortune changing. And so I think, you know, with this kind of difficult cycle coming to an end, it could come about quite unexpectedly. But again, there's this offer coming in. So it could have to do with this job offer. So something happening in your, you know, within the workplace, or, you know, how you earn your money, an ending coming in quite quickly. If we look at the next one, I was going to clarify here, the Four of Cups. We have the Six of Cups and the Universe. So past life connection here, could be going back to the past, reconnecting with people from the past. It's a soulmate connection as well. And then the Universe, it's an ending. It's number 21 of the major arcana. So it's one particularly long chapter in your life coming to an end. And so, you know, there's this apathy with the Four of Cups, and this boredom. But again, there's something coming to an end. So something to do with a cycle coming to an end, could be reconnecting with people from the past there. Let's go ahead and clarify the Seven of Swords. That will be the next one. And then we'll do finally the Eight of Swords. So clarifying. Okay, one card flipped over. We have the Page of Cups. So clarifying the Prince of Cups. This would be the, this would be the Page of Cups. So new, again, this offer coming in, right? And we had the Knight of Cups up there. So there's an offer, but there's something to do with this offer that I think you need to be a little bit cautious, with this Seven of Swords. Let me get the last one here. So clarifying the Eight of Swords. And we'll just do one final shuffle. Okay, that one flipped over. We have the Ten of Cups. So clarifying the Eight of Swords, or the Ten of Cups, which is like the ultimate in happiness, fulfillment, right? It's the happily ever after card. So there's a lot of like contradictory energy here. So it's like there's worry, there's concern, there's, you know, possibly like with the Seven of Swords, it has to do with like not somebody, you know, trying to get one over, or, you know, be a little bit sneaky. But there's also like the happiness, the Ten of Cups, the Prince of Cups. We have the endings, we have endings and beginnings. So it's that kind of contradictory energy. But, you know, ultimately this Seven of Swords, it's about the mindset that you have. So, you know, if something does happen again, it's about the mindset that you have to deal with that particular situation, which kind of goes along with the, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, this ending right over there. So just trying to keep a positive outlook, because there are things, I mean, you have Ten of Pentacles, you have the offers coming in. So I would say, you know, the main message is positive thinking as this one cycle ends and a new one begins. Let's go ahead and get you an additional message here from the Oracle deck. So one additional message for Aries. What else does Aries need to know? Okay, we will do one more shuffle. And we have Watching Clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. And from the guidance book here, it says, put everything aside, take time to renew your energy. It's often when you totally relax that new insights and awareness can emerge. There are times when the most empowering thing the traveler can do is step off the path, stretch out, lie on the earth to watch the clouds float by. The act is renewing and regenerating. This is the time when significant signs can appear. Do so, and the challenges in your life will diminish and often simply drop away. Yeah, so it is more about like the maintaining this positive outlook, right? So even here, like the rest, relax. And in doing so, that's when you'll kind of open yourself up to receiving all of these new opportunities that are coming in, and you have many here. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month. Bye for now.